If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. I post a new Tom Brady video every day.
You say you're lighter. After the interview, I need the tips, okay?
You look good, Sloan.
Yeah, thanks, Tom. You and Bill have won as quarterback and coach more games than anybody else, Marino and Shula. Now that's a together thing and it's a team thing, right? I would imagine that's up there for you.
Yeah. It is. It is. I think that's pretty cool because I've experienced a lot with him over the years, and because he's been the only coach I've had in the pros, I've been very fortunate. He has high expectations for us. He treats me like I'm a rookie. He says can't complete, a slip screen in 2 consecutive weeks. Like, what are we doing? Mm-hmm. You say, you know what? He's right, and that's what I need to do better. He's just relentless. He never lets up, and he puts the pressure on the team week in and week out. In a halftime of game, if we're not playing the way we're capable, and even there's games where we have been playing good, where he's, he thinks we can do better, and ultimately we go out there and play better.
Obviously, we're going to miss Tom. That's a huge blow.
We may win, but when we come here Monday to evaluate the film, he's not showing us a lot of great plays. We're walking out there going, what was the score of that game? I mean, did we win that game? Because, I got MF for 30 minutes in there. Like, we got beat by 30 points.
One of the best teammates ever, obviously the best player of all time, most accomplished player in sports history. But, he definitely helped instill a lot of things in this program.
Brady is a next-level leader. Brady shows incredible leadership qualities.
It's fascinating to watch that kind of leadership because, he seems to be able, we've all seen the shots of him, on the sideline, he's yelling at people and he's mad and all that. And he obviously has the kind of relationship with everyone that he can do that. And it's not just that they respect him, but there has to be something beneath that, right? At some point, if someone is just yelling at you a lot, if there isn't something more than just respect there, that has to turn into a problem. And it never does. How does that work? How do you see that work?
He's definitely toned down, his yelling and all that. His mini tantrums, that you see every once in a while. That was toned down big time this year for sure. Being in a whole new organization, everything, but, it's all for, the general purpose of a bigger cause, to, get his teammates on the right track. It's not just to just yell. It's to, whenever that happens, it's to yell to get the players motivated or to get you to do the right thing, to get your mind right, so you're ready to go the next time you step out on the field or the next drive or whatever it is. It's never to just yell because he wants to yell. There's always a purpose behind it. It's always a purpose to make you better and get you right, so you go out there and do it right and do the best you can when you hit the field.
Do you, Tom, think you have something else to prove?
I'm always trying to, I think naturally I have a very fragile confidence. Not that I can play, but not that I can lead, that I want to go out and prove it every day. There's nothing guaranteed, and you've got to go out there and earn the respect of your coaches and your teammates so that you have the right and the privilege to go out and lead them.
He can look at someone else and say, that dude's more talented than me. That's okay with him because he's secure about himself. And he is a great, great leader. And that's what I'm seeing here from Tom Brady. I see those kind of qualities from him. I saw it when he ended the interview and then later didn't call for the guy's job, right? Because he asked an inappropriate question about the kid or whatever it was, or he made a comment about his kid. Nope, we're not talking about that. But later said, look, everyone makes mistakes. I consistently see him handle situations like a great leader, and I see that in his behavior frequently.
I agree with that. Tom Brady is class personified. Tom Brady's a champion for a reason. Tom Brady's a role model in so many different ways because of the leadership that he shows and the way that he refuses to throw people under the bus, and he deserves an abundance of credit for that. There is no question.
Your name's already up there with the greats. You're in rarefied air.
Those guys are the greats. I've watched those, Joe Montana and Steve Young, who are my 2 favorites, and getting to know Dan Marino and John Elway and Jim Kelly, all the guys that I watch, Warren Moon. There's been so many great players that I've had a chance to come across. So I've had great opportunities here, and I've been so fortunate to be a part of this organization and to be here at the right time with Coach Belichick, and there's no place I'd rather play.
Everyone just wants to stick together and just keep working hard because we work hard here. We work really hard, but at the same time, we love to do it and have fun with it too.
And obviously, Your friend Tom Brady is a big part of that. And I hear people use the phrase frequently, not just with him, but with a lot of players, that he creates a culture, that Tom Brady, it sets a culture. How would you describe what that actually means? What does that look like? How did he come to Tampa and create a culture?
I would say the manner of how he carries himself when he steps on the field, the tone that he brings to the team, to the meetings, the tone that he brings out to the practice field. I would say that's where it truly all begins, is that, he's not just going out to the practice field to practice. He's going out, to perfect what we got on the table that day, to perfect the plays, to go out there with a purpose. And with the tone that he brings, it just sets the mood for everyone else to get better at the same time.
Brady's a fascinating guy. If I said, give me two things, Mike, that you took away from Tom that either you didn't know or that surprised you, or just two things about Tom that you will always remember.
I always remember how he attacked the game and how he prepared. I mean, I've heard about it. I mean, obviously, you have to be prepared if you're that accomplished, but the way he prepares, it's probably nobody prepares like him. He made sure everybody knew what they were doing week in, week out. He put in the work. Win or lose, he's going to prepare the same way. He took care of his body. He brought the TB12 facility to Tampa, and, man, was it helpful. I missed one game in the last 2 years, had a lot of injuries, but the injury process went faster. I recovered faster, having TB12 there. So, I mean, those two things I'll always remember that.
You're kind of the quarterback royalty, and you're sitting there kind of by yourself. No disrespect to what the others have done, but in length of accomplishments. Did you ever reflect on that?
You pinch yourself because you realize how lucky you are to do something that you love to do. And I really realized that when I missed the season, because you take it for granted when you're in a week after week. And then you miss a year and you go, man, I love this game, and it's your life. It's hard to reflect on a lot of things because there's so much urgency on a week-to-week basis, and I appreciate it. I mean, I love playing. I love being a part of this team, this organization.
Here's what I would say about the whole Brady thing. I've never seen Brady fall off. Yes, Brady has, as I said earlier, there's a game, there's one or two games, there's a game or two stretch where it doesn't look like the first 8 games of the season. It looks like, when you go and you look at the year that they lost to Tennessee in the playoffs, everybody's like, Brady, he's done. Why? Because they lost in the divisional round and he didn't have any weapons. And then he comes back the next year and wins the damn Super Bowl because he has weapons. The velocity on the football is there. He's not hitting the deep ball anymore. He ain't got Randy Moss. So people, they naturally start saying things like he's going to fall off a cliff.
Can you take me into the New England Patriots huddle and just give me a little bit of what Tom Brady would say on 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1 if you ever get to 4th down, but like 3rd and short, a real tough situation?
If it's coming to me, he gonna for sure be like, LG, please don't do nothing crazy. Just get the first.
So he's saying that, insinuating you have a history of crazy. I do.
I'll be trying to get there, boy. I ain't gonna lie to nobody. I'm trying to get these tubs, baby.
How much more fun is it, man, with Tom back, man? How much more fun is it to be out there?
It's a blast, man. He a different animal, you know what I'm saying?
I would say Tom, he's built. He's long, he's tall, he's got long levers, so that helps him with velocity. He's not a small guy.
Yeah. He's the best quarterback to ever play the game. And you know what I'm saying? He's not a selfish player. He loves getting the ball to everybody. You know what I'm saying? So he's great at what he does.
Tom is built to be a longevity. He is built a certain way.
He's a big dude.
What is it about playing at the high level that you are and the Patriots are that we don't know why? The Ray Lewis is you got to keep going as long as you can. What is it?
Well, there's nothing like it, and there's no way you can substitute what we do here in any other aspect to your life. I just feel that's what's important to me. And like I said, I have my family that is the most important, and football, which is the most important, and depending on the time of day, those go back and forth. People say, what do you want to do after football? And I'm like, what do you mean after football? There's nothing after football. This is what, I was born to do, and this is what I enjoy doing more than anything else.
That's it for this video. I post a new Tom Brady video every day, so please like and subscribe. That way you'll always have a new Tom Brady video to watch every single day.